channel. So today we are going to be talking about my top 5 makeup palettes currently. Top 5 that I'm always reaching for, and I feel like I have been reaching for like the last year and a half, maybe 2 years. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump on in. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and like this video if you want to see more. So let's just go ahead and jump on into the video. So as I mentioned, we're gonna be talking about my 5 favorite palettes, which I have them all here, baby. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on in. I'm not gonna be doing these in order of my top favorite. Honestly, I'm just picking them in size because that's how I store them. Let's just go ahead and start with palette number 1. The first palette is the KKW Beauty Mrs. West palette. This was the palette that was designed off of her makeup for her wedding. And then you guys, honestly, if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link in the description, and I'm gonna put it up here on the screen so that you can see the name. Don't forget to follow me because that is where I spend most of my time. And if you did, you would know that I'm obsessed with Kanye. Like, I know he crazy, like, don't cancel me because I like him, but I love his music, I love his artisticness. You know, he be saying some dumb shit, but I just be letting him do his thing. Like, he can feel how he feel, I feel how I feel. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Just keep giving me the art. So I love Kanye. Off of the wedding, the beautiful wedding, I was like, I'm gonna get this palette. So if you saw my initial review of this palette, you would know that I did not like it. I think I still feel this way about the palette, but this is why I like it. So I felt like it wasn't very pigmented. It was like very light, and that I just couldn't like figure out a look that looked good on me. But honestly, that is why I like the palette. I feel like it's not too heavy. It's not like too pigmented, too hard to work with. I feel like anyone would be able to use this palette. And it has like these simple shades that I use all the time, like all the time. So this is what the palette looks like. It's like this nudish color. It's honestly hella dirty. That just shows you how much I use it. It has 6 shades in it. And I use them all, like all the time. I use this brown shade the most, but it's so easy to do. Very simple looks. Like, these are the perfect everyday shades that I love. It's small and compact, that it fits inside of my little makeup bag here. And I love it. I love this palette. Everything is going to be listed in the description box below with links. I can't remember the price of this. I want to say it was like $28. Pretty sure it was 28 bucks. But I love this palette. The shadows are very just like soft, and like I said, they're not very pigmented, but they're pigmented enough to where it's like simple and easy. So I'm gonna swatch this brown shade that I use all the time. So like, as you can see, one swipe, and it's not like super dark or opaque, but it's dark enough to where, like, if I just want to do like one swipe, it looks like a half shadow on. I wanted, when I first originally was trying, I was expecting it to be like super duper pigmented, and that's just not what it is. Next palette, we're keeping it in the family. We're gonna go ahead over to the sister Kylie. This is the Blue Honey palette from Kylie Cosmetics. When I first saw this palette, I was like, these colors are gorgeous. It's actually the shadow that I'm wearing now. The video to this makeup look is going to be in the description box below. I also talk about why I cut my hair. So you have not seen that, make sure you go ahead and check that video out. But back on task. When I first saw the colors, when they were promoting it, I was like, that is so pretty. Like, just the blues and the green, and it just, I loved it. So first off, get into the packaging, girl. Like, I love this packaging. Like, the honey dripping and the honeycomb, like, it's just so pretty. This is what it looks like. Honestly, this is the only Kylie Cosmetic palette that I have. I bought one other palette, but I did a giveaway with that. So this is my only Kylie Cosmetic palette. So this is what it looks like. It's a 9-pan palette. I believe the new ones don't come in the white packaging like this anymore. I believe they come in black packaging because I saw it at Ulta, or maybe that's just the Ulta packaging, I don't know. But this is what it looks like, and I just feel like this palette is so fun. It's so different. Like, I have not seen these blue green shades anywhere. I mean, I'm sure there's other palettes that have it, but it's not something that I personally own. So I love this palette because it has like those different shades in there, but then it also has like this shade here. So freaking gorgeous. I'm gonna go just swatch that. So these are my only palettes from each of the brand, and I feel like Kylie's are more pigmented than Kim's. What the shades look like, they're so gorgeous, they're so unique, at least to my collection, and I love how pigmented they are. They blend in really well. Her birthday collection, and the packaging has leopard, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. If that palette is like gorgeous, I'm gonna end up getting that. But let's move on to the next palette. So next we have a ColourPop eyeshadow palette. This one's actually the Shayla X ColourPop collab. This is from their first collab that they did, and this is her Perception palette. First off, I keep all of the boxes to my palettes. Don't judge me, I just prefer to do it that way. But this is what the palette looks like. It has like the splash. I do believe I did a review on this collection. If I did, I will leave the description in the description box below. That's what the packaging looks like. I really like the packaging. I like that it's black. I prefer to have black packaging just because you get makeup and stuff all over it, and the black is easier to clean than like a white or a tan. So I really love that about it. And another thing that I love about her packaging is she made sure that the names to each shadow was on the bottom instead of me having to flip to the back. They do have it here on the back, but I prefer to have it on here too, so that as I'm using it, especially when I'm filming videos, I can just look there and I don't have to like flip it back and like figure out which one it is. So yeah, I love this palette. I feel like out of all of the palettes, if you want just one palette to take with you on the go, and you want your neutrals and you want your shimmers and you want your blues and your greens, it's gonna be this one. So it's a 16 pan palette. It has your neutrals, it has your blues, it has your greens, it has your purples, it has your reds. So it has all of the shades that you need to create many types of look. Like if I am rushing, or if I'm just like going somewhere for like a day and I know I'm gonna wanna like do some looks like with shadow, like with color, and not just like my natural looks that I would use with the Kim palette, I'm gonna grab this one. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna be able to do whatever it is that I need to do because there's so many shades in here. So I love this palette. I think everyone should have this in their collection. I don't know if it's still available, but if it is, it was definitely affordable compared to the other palettes. Because again, I feel like the Kim was $28 and I think this one was $38. I feel one was like about $25, something like that. Again, everything would be in the description box below. But I love this palette, and I know I said I wasn't ranking them, but this is probably #1. Like, it's amazing. I love it. I also have Shayla's other palette from them. This is a must-have. Gotta get your hands on it if you can. We got 2 more to go, baby. 2 more to go. So the next palette is the Francation palette from Desi x Katie. Again, I keep the boxes for all of my stuff. Now this is probably my favorite packaging out of all of them. It's so pretty. It's gold. And it's like, it has this nice little texture. I feel like this doesn't get as dirty as much because it does have the texture that I can't really tell. But I love it. It has the names on the back. It's a 10 pan palette. This is another one that if you just want to grab one palette, I feel like if you are like going on a trip somewhere, you're going to be going out a lot, or you're going to be going on like a lot of like dates, or just like nightlife, or if you really are a person who's into like shimmery bold eyes, this is the palette that you're going to grab to take with you where you're going out, like girls trip, vacation, a turn up session. This is the palette you're going to take because you're going to be able to do so many looks. Like you got this bold blue here, you got your pinks, you got your neutrals, you got this little dark, it's like a bluish green, and it's so freaking pretty. Like, so pretty. It's like reflective black, but it has like that green blue to it. It's so gorgeous and it looks so good, especially when the light catches it. Oh, I love it. So if something like that, that's the type of palette that you're gonna grab. I love it because, again, you can do a lot of looks with it. Again, I don't know if this palette is still available. If it is, everything will be linked in the description box below, but I didn't grab their first collection, but when their second collection came around, I made sure I got my hands on it. So I had bought this, a lip gloss, which I love, but then lost, and I need to buy again. I think it is available at Ulta. I want to say at Ulta. And it's just so freaking gorgeous. Like they hit it on the head. They hit the nail with the hammer on the head with this one. I don't know if that's how that go. Let me know in the comment section below how that saying goes. Is it they hit the nail on the head with the hammer, or they hit the nail on the head? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what it is. They really did their thing with this one. Like, did their thing. And now for the last one, last but not least. So I was kind of hesitant about adding this one into the collection because of just the formula is a little, it's a hit or miss. Like as I just opened it, a big chunk just came out. But I really love a lot of the shades in this palette. I pretty much use these 3 on a daily basis. Like no matter what look I'm doing, I'm gonna pick one of these colors as my base. I am really into like natural, easy. This is probably the boldest makeup look I've done in a really long time. This is like my color palette to the T. So that is why I love this palette. You see, this is why I was hesitant about adding this in to the video, because stupid shit like that happened. I just took some Fix Plus and sprayed it in there and then just packed it in. But I knew what to do because I've had to do this before. So that is like the only thing. I feel like the formula is a little bit too soft. I feel like they were trying to make a comeback from the Subculture palette, which I have, which I like, but it's not a favorite of mine. And you guys already know the formula issue. I feel like the formula is just a little bit too soft and the powders crumble and it leads to fallout. Not as much fallout as the Subculture, but there still is some fallout issues here. So that was the only reason I was hesitant about adding it. But I just worked past it because I love the shades in here so much. And I do love how they look on the eyes once you get them on there. So yeah, that's why I added this in here too. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about Soft Glam. It's literally just my Soft Glam go-to. I wish they would just change the formula a little bit, but yeah, that's about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my top 5 palettes that I have been using, reaching for, grabbing, gravitating for, traveling with. We ain't been traveling because we on quarantine, but yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't have to see me dance like that anymore. You know, I'll stop dancing for y'all if y'all subscribe. But let's just go ahead and don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified every time that I upload. Make sure you hit that bell so you can be notified when I upload. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at BeautyWithBree. Also, every piece of jewelry that I am wearing today, the earrings, the studs, okay, the necklace, the rings, okay, the bracelets, everything that I'm wearing is from my boutique shop, P.S Luxe. I will have everything in the description box below. Also, the name will be tagged here or here someplace. Just make sure you go ahead and follow me on there so that you can see all of the sales and deals and beautiful items that I will be bringing to you, along with these babies, my lashes coming very, very soon. So make sure you're following me so that you can be notified when those become available, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.